All right, everybody, we are back, or at least I am back. It seems that we are live once again. Yeah, looks like we're good. Gotta go ahead and take advantage of this while we still can, since we're not having any sound issues today, right? But once again, of course, if you're watching this on Facebook, share this, like this. If you're watching this on YouTube, you share this and you like this as well. And on Twitter, make sure you retweet and like the video. Subscribe if you have not. Go ahead and bookmark in homepage www.mcscnetwork.com to get all of our updates on that website. You never have to worry about videos for your favorite journalists like Tim Black, Holly Seeliger, and others being suppressed. If you just go to the website, make it your homepage. So this is actually some breaking news. It just released a couple of hours ago, and it was, surprisingly enough, released by The Hill. So, according to The Hill, well, give me a second. Let me pull it up, actually. So, according to The Hill, the House Judiciary chair expected to issue the DOJ subpoena over Clinton emails as soon as this week. The head of the House Judiciary Committee is expected to subpoena the Department of Justice as soon as this week to obtain documents related to how the FBI handled its investigation into Hillary Clinton's email server, The Hill has learned. Representative by Bob Goodlatte, Republican from Virginia, and House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy have been leading a joint probe into what the two lawmakers say may be evidence of political bias in the highest levels at the Justice Department. While one source with direct knowledge of the matter cautioned that the exact timeline was still murky, multiple sources told The Hill that they expect the summons to go out Wednesday or Thursday. The chairwoman on Monday notified that the ranking Democrat Republican Representative Gerald Nadler, that a subpoena is forthcoming. A spokesperson separately confirmed. Under Judiciary Committee rules, the chairman must consult the ranking member 2 days before issuing any subpoena, suggesting that the move is imminent. Republicans have become increasingly frustrated over the last couple of months at what they say is the lagging pace in which the DOJ has turned over documents from the Inspector General's concurrent probe into the 2016 presidential election. Hold up. Did y'all know about that? Double back. Republicans have been increasingly frustrated over the past couple of months at what they say is the lagging pace in which the DOJ has turned over documents from the Inspector General's concurrent probe into the 2016 presidential election. I didn't know there was a DOJ Inspector General probe into the 2016 election. Unless y'all knew, and I'm misconstruing this, but this is news for me. I didn't know that there was a concurring. Now, I knew that there was something happening with the DOJ, but I did not know the Inspector General was looking into it. So, it said that GOP lawmakers say that they've received only a small fraction of the records that they want to obtain, approximately 3,000 out of 1.2 million documents. Goodlatte has been under tremendous pressure from conservatives in his own committee to pick up the pace of the investigation. On Sunday, he threatened to subpoena the law enforcement agency soon if they did not turn over the documents the committee is seeking. So what is my takeaway from that? If you don't have anything to hide, why not turn over the documents? This is simply, in my opinion, another example of Jeff Sessions being more establishment than he is Republican, more establishment than he is conservative. I don't know if Jeff Sessions himself is the one that is suppressing the ability for the Judiciary Committee to get the documents that they've requested forever ago. But 3,000 out of 1.2 million, it makes me think, and this is just me, that perhaps you don't want anybody seeing the documents. It makes me think that perhaps Hillary Clinton probably should have been indicted. The findings that James Comey found were not conclusive enough, and you know that by the time they get to one Trey Gowdy, for example, Rowdy Gowdy as they like to call him, once they get to him, you're probably going to have more than just a few issues on your hand. The entire the entire Democratic Party will. The tide has changed tremendously in the favor of Donald Trump. So if you're a Trump fan, this is an exciting day for you, because in about a 7-day spell, the Senate the Senate Intelligence Committee has decided that there was no interference from the Russia probe. In that same 7-day span, Andrew McCabe was fired without a pension, and to add insult to injury to the Democrats, who swear that it's Donald Trump being against the FBI, and that's why McCabe was fired. It was actually the FBI who recommended that McCabe be fired, not Donald Trump, although Donald Trump clearly does not like the guy for obvious reasons. On top of that, we now know that a subpoena is imminently going out by Wednesday or Thursday for the rest of the documentation, about 1.1 million documents from the Clinton email probe or the Clinton email scandal, to the point where the Democrats are being pressured by members of their own committee to make sure it happens. I feel like it's a little bit funny because I've said for a while, I said Trey Gowdy is doing his damnedest right now. This is about a month, maybe 2 months ago. I said Trey Gowdy he's out here playing devil's advocate, appearing to stay neutral, when you know he was one of the biggest proponents of digging deeper and deeper and deeper into the Hillary Clinton scandal. However, I said that if he makes it public how much disdain he has for Hillary, in the current political climate, then he's going to get attacked, and he's going to look incredible, not in a good way. He's just not going to have credit. Calm down. But if he plays it cool, if he says, hey, pursue your investigation, it's because Trey Gowdy himself already knows that it's not going to come to anything. He's been an investigator. He's been a lawyer. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I have been on record saying that I think that Trey Gowdy is stepping down after this term because they are this was a very nicely timed effort by the Republican Party. You got to give them some credit here, because if Trey Gowdy in that committee manages to subpoena successfully those 1.2 million documents, which I believe they will, because they've been finding a lot of success, then that means Trey Gowdy will be finishing up his term and heading back into the legal field right after they subpoena those documents. Now, if I was Trey Gowdy, you know that Jeff Sessions has been doing a pretty damn horrible job as the Attorney General, and you know that Trump likes firing people who don't do a good job. Or better yet, if I was Trey Gowdy, I know that the Supreme Court justice seat, that's wide open, where he would likely get support, bipartisan support. Now, if I was Trey Gowdy, and I know that I am one of the biggest faces of the Clinton email investigation, the Clinton Foundation investigations, the Benghazi investigation, Republicans love me. Hell, even nonpartisan independents like him, because we don't necessarily associate him with his past as a member of the GOP as much as we have seen him ask very relevant, very honest, and very clear questions as to why the law has not been carried out even-handedly for someone who is as politically elite as Hillary Clinton as it would for somebody like myself or yourself. That's how we see Trey Gowdy, as far as a legal entity. That's how we see him. And I mean, to be totally honest with you, I may not like some of his policies when he was in South Carolina, but he's done a pretty damn good job with his investigations thus far, and he's pretty thorough. And so, who better for a job like Supreme Court or potentially Attorney General or even Deputy Attorney General than Trey Gowdy? And what better time to subpoena somebody right before you're about to step out, after you made the announcement, right after Andrew McCabe is fired, right after there's a huge vacuum of power right now within the Democrats in Washington, D.C. Hillary Clinton is no longer a factor in office as a roadblock to preventing you from carrying out your investigation. Comey is gone. McCabe is gone. Mueller is he's obsolete. He's on his way out. And now there's no one to protect people like Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. This is getting good really, really fast. really, really, really fast. So leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you share this video. Subscribe if this is your first time watching. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Like the video, retweet, share, and always remember, more than anything else, people, find your balance. Peace.